Hi everyone, how you doing? Charlie and Paul here from the Big Little Business podcast. This is the third video we wanted to put together. We're doing a series of videos based on some of the main themes that crop up in the interviews that we have with business owners. There are many themes. We just want to touch on a few of the main ones really. If you haven't seen the previous two, we've spoke about self-belief in yourself and having the courage to kind of do the hobby or the side hustle you want to do and further yourself with that. And we've also discussed that before you start a business, you're going to have to be aware that you're going to have to take on many roles, wear many different hats. I've touched on hats a lot in the last video. And it's not just about the product, it's about all the other things that go with it. So today we wanted to talk about embracing failure and being prepared to fail, because it's quite key that you go into your business either knowing that some things that you do aren't going to work and some things will work, obviously, and you're going to get not so much, I guess, disheartened at times. Yeah. It is hard. It's going to be hard because you have this product or you have this service that you want to provide to everyone, okay? It may have been a hobby for a few years and you want to monetize it and take it to the next level. You absolutely love it. Your friends and family love it. When you go out to the wider audience, you're going to get knockbacks. You're going to get people saying they don't like it. You're going to find that it isn't a match for everyone. And you're going to feel like a failure because not everybody's going to like it. Get used to that because you're going to get the negative comments as well as lots of positive comments, but it's just not focusing on the negative side of things, because that can take such an impact on you, and you're going to think, well, is it worth me doing this? If no one likes it, etc., why am I even bothering? You should bother. You should keep on going. You aren't failing. If some of these comments are constructive comments, maybe take them on board. Have a look at what you're doing. Are you able to change it? Are you able to tweak it? Because I think when you have a product or a service, how that starts off in your head or how you've been doing it as a side hustle or whatever, that's going to evolve, isn't it? That idea isn't going to be a set in place idea, because as you grow as a person and you're learning new bits and pieces on how to build your business, your product or your service is going to change, isn't it? Yeah. From what we've had, the conversations we've had with people, your first offering isn't always the final offering. You're going to change and evolve it, but it's understanding where along that process that you, if I'm not going to say failed, maybe have got it wrong, things need tweaking, but it's being able to embrace that fact that you've got it wrong and things do need to change, and not becoming disheartened with how you've done it, I think.
I think it's excuse me, I think it's really important to have that mentality of I could fail, because that kind of gives you the drive and the motivation to do better and to be better and have something that people want and that people are going to want to buy. And having that mentality of I could fail doing this, but then having the motivation to fight back and be like, I'm not going to fail, and kind of have it as, I'm not going to fail this because I am the most competitive person in the world. This is not going to fail. And if it does begin to fail or somebody tries to take over, that's your competitive side. And then it's time to fight back, for something that you're passionate about and something that you love.
I think as well, you've got to go into it thinking that you want to fail, because if you don't fail, you don't learn. The one that springs to mind is Brad at Fuzzy Brick. In his IT world, before he went into the virtual reality side of things that he does now, he wanted to fail, because
But he
was
also
learning.
got like his team to say to him, "How are you going to take my job today?"
Yeah,
Because that kind of gave him the drive to work harder
yeah,
and be better.
yeah.
And that's a brilliant.
Because if they were being better than him, he was failing at what he was doing, so that was making him improve on what he was doing.
Yeah.
I think another thing he also touched on, that when he did fail, it might have cost him money. He didn't view it as, oh, I've just lost. It's cost me a chunk of money to service that client for whatever they want. That chunk of money was an investment in himself. That failure was an investment in him learning to be able to take his offering and his service forward and improve it as well. So it is important that you get comfortable with failing, and it's how you react to that failure. If you're going to let it get to you, it's going to get you down and you're not going to progress. You've got to take that failure on board, learn from it, adjust where you need to, make things better, and keep putting your great content and your products and your service out there. You will grow, you will evolve, but you're always going to fail and you're always going to make mistakes. It's part of running a business. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.